Good morning. I am R.K. Mattu, Chairman, Kashmiri Hindu Cultural Welfare Trust. And to my left is Mr. Ashutosh Hanjura, and he is one of the trustees. Then we have Mr. Pranath Nagri or Pranesh Nagri, who has a pen name of Pranesh Nagri, and he is the Vice President of this trust. We have Mr. Arvind Vaza, who is the General Secretary of the Trust. And then we have Mr. Rajendra Jutshi, who has been inducted recently as a trustee, and we are very fortunate to have him. Then we have Mr. Satish Choktu on my right, extreme right. So he is also one of the trustees here. And today we came here to Bhavan on a very informal, to have an informal chat, and then stumbled upon you. So you wanted us to talk about this Bhavan. I have already given the introduction of this Bhavan, how it is. But I think this is something, which is very close to our heart. And it has developed from 2002 onwards. Then because unfortunately we could not take it forward because of some court, these are all hurdles and all that. Let us not go into those hurdles and all that. But the fact and the reality is that today the Bhavan is in front of us, and on in 2013, October 2013, it was a Sunday, 6th of October, we inaugurated this. And finally, in the last 10 years, today we were in the 10th year of existence of this Bhavan. And really this Bhavan has served as a nerve center for all the exiled, displaced community members in Bangalore. And I think people should talk about it. What do you think, Ashutosh Saab? You have been in a high post in Government of India. You retired as director post. And you were not earlier coming this thing, and now immediately after retirement you have shown a lot of interest and you have been coming very regularly. What do you think about it, and what do you thought before that? Can you tell us?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mattu Saab. As you have rightly said, this Kashmir Bhavan is I will not call it only the nerve center, it is the epicenter of all the activities related to Kashmiri, exiled Kashmiri Pandit community living in the Bangalore. Personally, I am closely associated with the activities of Kashmir Bhavan since 2016 after my retirement from India Post. See, for me, Kashmir Bhavan, I was following, very closely following the activities, but I was not physically able to be a part of it.
No, but you should talk about your role in magazine, Alu magazine.
That I would like to know. When I was working as Chief Postmaster Bengaluru GPO, so at that time the posting of concessional posting of this aloe, spade as spade, first aloe, it used to happen at the GPO under concessional posting, and I remember many times Mr. Mattu coming with that magazine to post it, and I was going through the content of the magazine at that time also, and was getting to know the type of work being done by Kashmiri committee, Kashmir Hindu Cultural Welfare Trust here for the people of Bangalore as a community. But after personally getting inducted into the trust as a special invitee, I got to see the activities of the Bhavan and in the socio-cultural life of Kashmiri Pandit community. So there are 2-3 incidents which I can remember. I remember one cultural program being conducted, which it was not conducted here in Bhavan, but it was conducted under KHCWT at I think RT Nagar we had one.
Yes.
Yes. And then one cultural activity, and which was also an activity in which we were able to honor our community icons. That happened here in the Bhavan. Yes. I think that was 2017. Yes. We had an annual program of the and in that we had, I think, Dr. Jairam as chief guest. Mr. Jairam.
He was the Chief Secretary.
Chief Secretary. And then we honored many community icons here. Their work was remembered, the work they have done for the community. Yeah, and then one more cultural program we had here also, in which Mr. Bhavan came and he gave a beautiful presentation. And lot of our community people came and they had a nice cultural, we had a cultural event here. Apart from all these, I think we have also been able to do lot of good work during COVID times. This was the place where we were able to keep our concentrators. People would be calling here. Our manager, Mr. Shiprashad, used to be in coordination with our Motu Sahab. So there are many things for social and cultural things we have been doing. I think we have our senior trustee, Mr. Pranesh, he can talk more about it and tell us.
Praneji, I would, before Praneji is he's a philanthropist. He is totally engaged with Enable India. And that is some service, the kind of service which nobody else can think of. I am very much proud of Praneji, who is our Vice President of the Trust. And Praneji, I would like to, apart from what you want to say about this thing, but see the type of work we did during COVID. And how we managed to reach everyone, and not only locals, Kashmiri Pandits, but locals also, with medicines, with food, with hospital, with doctors, with concentrators. How what is the Kashmiri Overseas Organ, they gave us concentrators, how doctors gave us concentrators, nearly 20 concentrators, we rotated it for those people who had. Please give your views about it.
Yeah, thank you, Motu Sahab. Thanks for describing what I do in my personal life as a trustee at Enable India. In my opinion, in 1990, 1991, when we were forcibly turned out of Kashmir, the fundamental question before us was the question of survival.
Right.
And fundamentally, we wanted to know that the question of survival is associated with the question of cultural, resemblance with the life. And we all know that culture is preserved because of 2-3 things. One is, say, for example, food is there. For example, what you wear is there. How you respond to calamities, how you respond to the requirements of your people in exile. Particularly for the people who were living at Bangalore. Bangalore is a very far off place from Jammu, far off place from Delhi. It was very, very difficult to put together, our aspirations here and work for them. It largely goes to the credit of Mr. Motu and, goes to the credit of the rest of the people who have been here. There were very few people because the whole community was in doldrums and the whole community was disintegrated. Scattered all around. It goes to the credit of the community that they came together, they established what are the fundamentals of the community, whatever were required here. Since Mr. Motu was referring to one of the things that happened during the period of time, which was COVID. I know during the period of COVID, or even before the period of COVID, we established Neelakanteshwara, medical group here, which looked after the medical requirements of the people in exile, older people, younger people, people who were affected by very, very, difficult situations in life. We took care of financial needs of those people. It was during this period of COVID that we started supporting families which had lost almost everything in their life because of COVID. There were huge losses of life and there were huge losses of finances which were supported by Neelakanteshwara Medical Trust at Bangalore. We are also thankful to all those people, all those friends of the community who from United States of America and other parts of the globe and even from other parts of the country contributed towards us, put in some money together and bought us quite a sizable number of oxygen concentrators which were required and which were used by the community people at Bangalore. And we took care of some financial needs that were required even by the children, by the wards of the people who had COVID at that point of time. We lost many number of people, and this it goes to the credit of the community at Bangalore, and it goes largely to the credit of Kashmir Bhavan at Bangalore, that we could consolidate ourselves in those difficult times. We could put together our people in those difficult times, and definitely our younger generation did a marvelous job in that time. And through voluntary work, whatever they were doing, whatever they were trying to find out, how they managed to give medicines to people, give rations to people, put up money together and give it to people. It was admissions in hospitals. It was altogether fantastic. It was fantastic, and kudos to them. Muthu Sahab, that was the essence of the thing, that we could take care of those difficult times.
The real service we could do.
Yes, the real service happened, and our community people from abroad, from globe, from whole of India could respond to our requirements. That was also fundamentally a great thing. Thank you.
To what Praneshji said, I would like to mention that, how it started when we, in the second wave especially, when we saw a lot of young lives getting lost and all that, all over the country, nearly 500 Kashmiri Pandits, especially below the age of 45, they lost their lives. So that moved us a lot, and we made a committee here of youngsters. I am very grateful to youngsters, including women and male and women, female. They on online, they formed a group, and we reached each and every person who came to us for help. And also we inducted all the Kashmiri doctors who are here working. One is Dr. Surinder Khar, Kanchan Kaur, then Sunil Bhatt. Sunil Bhatt, out of his own money, he gave us 9 concentrators, brand new concentrators, and said that you keep it in the Bhavan and give it to people who want it. Then KOA also gave us some this thing. That is something, this thing which opened our eyes, and at that point of time we said we are open to help people, and we don't want to keep any reserves with us. Whatever money we had, we said we opened it up for the community. And that's the time when we started this.
We are proud, Muthu Sahab, we are proud that money came in. It flowed into the coffers of Kashmir Bhavan. We were never having shortage of money.
And I would like to reveal something. You see, we had some 50 lakh rupees at that point of time as a reserve. We said, we took a decision, all the trustees, we said we are going to open up 50 lakh rupees and support the families.
All the 50 lakh, yes.
But with the grace of God, let me tell you, people came forward. And we did not touch that 50 lakh rupees, is still intact. But people came forward after that. We formed a helping hand group where people are committed every month. They are giving it nearly, we have 126 members in this thing. And today, let me tell you, to cut it short, we have so far given nearly 54 lakh rupees in the last 2 years as medical and aid to these people. And we are supporting nearly 12 families every month. Monthly dole we give it to them so that, for their education children. This is something, a lot of work which we do because we all work together and everybody supports.